as per usual, whenever we start a project we need to find the materials, which are always begged, stolen and borrowed. In this case it's getting the pallets out that have been behind the shed, so that's nice to get them out and finally use them. And we're looking for 8-foot length to build the 8x8 chicken tractor. So we're really cracking on with building the chicken tractor. The chicken tractor is going to be 8x8 so that it can fit on the raised beds as well if we want to particularly graze the chickens on the raised beds. But primarily we want them outside so that we haven't got so much poop to clear up, and also the poop is fertilising the ground. So where I'm standing here is pretty bare, a bit barren, very hard, feels dry already. It's not so bad on the bank and on the slope. We've got a little bit of grass growing there, so we'll probably start the chickens off there, moving them along, and then hopefully it'll give this a bit more chance to grow, and then we'll bring the tractor through here so they can fertilise this, and hopefully we'll have better grass growing back after a while. It's also heating up, so we want to get them outside. They're not in need of the heat lamp so much now, and it's better for them to have that airflow, especially with so many of them. And in fact we've looked at the size of the tractor, and although they recommend 1.5 foot per chicken, I think what we're going to do is build another tractor in a couple of weeks so that we can split them up and they've got more room. And also I think Marcus has ordered 50 for July. So
there's a lot of we in this building. We're going to build this and we're going to build that, are we?
I've been cutting wrong. So yeah, lots of exciting progress, and again just getting the animals out into that fresh air. New plan, we're going inside to escape the flies. It is officially fly season.
So most people might look at us a bit weird and say, why are you doing like small rabbit netting and big hard wire, they call it hardware cloth, but I know this is like weld mesh. So the problem we've got here is
the weld mesh was free.
The weld mesh was free
and really hardy, and
the rabbit netting was bought by mistake / left over. The thing is, out here we've got a lot of predators, like not just like small predators like mink and fisher and things like that would go through a 2-inch square hole or a 50mm square hole, but also big things like
bears and
coyotes and stuff like that, and they break through this thin stuff. So unless we went for very small heavy gauge welded wire like what we've got for doing the floors of the rabbits, which is another job we need to do, it just gets so expensive. It's cheaper to do 2 lots of wire, especially if you find stuff free.
It's called belt and braces. Yeah. Glue and screw. So we're repurposing these pallet thingies into the top.
Yep.
Top of the chicken coop. And then we just need to predator proof them.
Yeah, not quite got to the bottom of how we're going to do that yet. Bear with me.
We're winging it. Marcus added some internal bracing just to support the roof, so obviously the whole structure remains rigid. If we cut that off, you'd get, there's enough to attach to that, and then we'll just metal or plastic or something on the side, because it makes it, honestly, I think we need more than one don't think so.
I love the way we just sort of design as you go. Like no plan here, no boring.
That's the best way to do it. So we managed to get hold of this wood last night. So hopefully that will work well for a little bit of a roof so that they've got shade and shelter. And we've got a little bit of roofing as well, just offcuts to do. Was hoping that because it's raining and miserable, there would be less flies. But as you can see, there's not.
There's many flies.
Easy.
Almost.
Not bad for rubbish from the tip.
No, not bad.
So we're now stapling on the wire for the lift up lid. This one's not going in.
Tarpaulin. That fits nicely, doesn't it?
Right. That's it.
Ah.
Simple as that.
Marcus is creating a pull handle. He's putting some string through a hose pipe so that it's more comfortable to pull the chicken tractor along. Okay.
Alright.
Put the dinosaur in its grass.
Fish says, what is grass?
I like the yellow stuff. Oh, yellow stuff. Good girl.
Another 39 to go.
How many are in there?
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't left my room, but the truth is,
Is it a case of if it's not broke, don't fix it?
Maybe. I just wonder as they get bigger whether they're going to need another one.
Maybe, but they should be. What was it? 5 weeks?
5 weeks is like the peak for eating.
And they're what?
Three.
Three.
3 today. Or 3 today since we got them.
Yeah. So, I mean, the easiest situation would be to fix this.
You could just bungee strap it.
There.
Yeah.
That would make my life easy.
He doesn't like you touching his food.
Well, I hope he accepts my sincere apology.
you have to remind me I'm doing nothing at all. I'm ruminating on a blank wall, but I feel stuck here.
What do you reckon it cost us? It's probably about $12 of staples.
So it just cost us $12 in staples.
Yeah. Bit of chicken wire.
Tarpaulin we already were just reusing. It's got all the rabbit and chicken muck over it from in the shed. The actual chicken wire was a roll that we bought by mistake, and we just
Which was cheap.
reused because we had it.
Yeah.
It was the cheapest wire. The Weld mesh, the 2-inch mesh, was from out the dump sort of thing. Skip diving. Dumper diving. No, dumpster diving, that's what they call it, isn't it? Dumpster diving. And all the framework and the timber came from, what do you call it? We bought screws.
And a few washers, and the feeder was homemade out of scrap as well.
Yeah.
So it really hasn't cost time, but I actually think we could have done it a lot quicker without flies.
Yeah, we did have to take a few breaks, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm really pleased with it. Size wise, they look like they've got ample room now. I know obviously once they get a bit bigger.
They don't move as much.
Yeah.
And if we moved it twice a day, they would just have fresh grass anyway.
Yeah. So you can see where the chicken tractor's been, but in actual fact most of that is actually manure. They're not massively eating a huge amount of grass. In terms of the project, we're pretty happy with how it panned out. We do still need to make a permanent option for moving it, so those wheels we're popping under. We're trying to create something that will also move the rabbit tractor as well, so we've got one set of wheels, but as I say, that's still in the design process. So we'll update you as we go with any changes that we make or anything we find that we can improve it with. So just be sure to like and subscribe just to follow the progress.